The concept of existential loneliness, a feeling that transcends mere social isolation, is explored deeply in the text. It acknowledges the intrinsic separateness of the individual experience, where every person holds within them qualities, thoughts, and emotions that no one else will ever fully understand. These internal aspects of our existence form an invisible lockbox of secrets that are never revealed to the outside world. They remain hidden within us, part of the natural world's mysteries that no one can access, not even ourselves in many cases. This solitude is not just physical, but psychological, a part of the human condition that is uniquely our own and will remain so until the end of time. While this secrecy can feel isolating, it also carries a profound beauty, as we are each defined by these invisible and unexplored parts of ourselves. The isolation brought on by existential loneliness is also a double-edged sword. There are so many thoughts and feelings that we cannot share, either because we lack the words or because they are too strange, uncomfortable, or difficult to articulate. Even when we try to communicate these thoughts and emotions, the language we use is insufficient to convey the full depth of our internal experiences. This limitation of language means that much of what we experience stays hidden, locked away in the depths of our mind. For example, even the most open and confident individuals possess thoughts and reactions that they never fully share. There are always parts of us that we hide from others, sometimes even from ourselves. This complex layer of personal experience remains largely inaccessible and isolated. The text further explores the idea that even the things we are aware of but can't explain about ourselves remain hidden in plain sight. Many of us walk through life with a set of strange sensations, anxiety, sadness, confusion, that we cannot fully define. These sensations exist beyond the capacity of language to explain them. The experience of these sensations can be isolating because no one can ever truly understand what they feel like for us. Even when we try to explain them, the words fall short. The text suggests that this is part of the human experience. There are parts of our minds that can never be communicated fully, either because we don't have the words or because they are simply too abstract for anyone else to grasp. A key aspect of the text is its focus on the universal nature of existential loneliness. The German writer Goethe once said that no one has ever fully understood him, and similarly, no one fully understands anyone else. We are all made up of different experiences and perceptions, shaped by our personal histories and the unique paths we have taken through life. Our minds are fundamentally separate from each other, and no one will ever fully experience life the way we do. This realization leads to a sense of existential loneliness, a feeling that is inherent to the human condition. We are all the sole conductor on a train with no passengers, traveling through life on our own, unable to fully connect with anyone else. Interestingly, while existential loneliness is a deeply isolating experience, it is also something that connects us all. As the text notes, David Foster Wallace wrote about the universal belief that deep down, everyone feels different from everyone else. This shared experience of being misunderstood, of feeling that no one else can truly relate to what we are going through, is a common thread that runs through the human condition. We may all feel alone in our individual experiences, but in reality, we are all connected by this same sense of isolation. The recognition of our shared loneliness is what makes us human. The text also addresses the societal perception of loneliness. Society often sees loneliness as something only experienced by social outcasts or recluses. Yet this is a misconception. Loneliness is not about the number of people around us, but about the depth of our internal isolation. Even the most socially engaged individuals can experience existential loneliness, as it is not necessarily tied to physical isolation. Carl Jung, the renowned psychologist, argued that loneliness stems not from the absence of people, but from the inability to communicate what is most important to us. When we hold thoughts, beliefs, or experiences that others cannot understand or accept, it leads to a sense of separation. This inability to communicate our inner world creates a profound sense of loneliness that transcends our social interactions. In addition, the text explores how art and philosophy can serve as a form of connection in the face of this loneliness. Art, literature, music, and philosophy provide outlets through which we can express the inexpressible, offering a bridge between our isolated selves and the outside world. Through creative expression, we can communicate aspects of ourselves that are otherwise hidden or difficult to articulate. These forms of art allow us to find resonance in the work of others, creating a shared space of understanding even when words fail. In this sense, art and philosophy don't just help us deal with loneliness, they offer a way to connect through it. By consuming and creating art, we can find solace in the fact that others, too, are navigating the same feelings of isolation and confusion. The text concludes by reflecting on how art and philosophy allow us to confront and even transform our loneliness. They offer a space for the abstract, the forbidden, and the unspoken parts of ourselves to emerge. Through literature, poetry, and music, we find ways to express our deepest emotions and thoughts. These works serve as reminders that, while we may never fully connect with another person on every level, we are not alone in our experience. Others, too, are struggling with the same feelings of separation and isolation. Art becomes a shared language that allows us to feel understood, even if just for a moment. The text also references how art can transcend financial concerns, highlighting the role of platforms like Masterworks, which make investing in art accessible to a wider audience. The idea that art holds value not only in terms of its emotional impact, but also as an investment is discussed. The value of art, especially in times of economic uncertainty, can offer a way for people to invest in something that holds meaning and beauty. This reflection ties into the broader theme of art as a tool for personal connection and expression. In conclusion, the text beautifully illustrates the paradox of loneliness. While we may feel isolated in our own minds, art and philosophy offer a way to bridge that isolation and find connection with others. Through these forms of expression, we can confront our existential loneliness and find comfort in the shared experience of being human. Art allows us to see that, despite our separation, we are not alone in our struggles, and this recognition can help alleviate the weight of loneliness. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Take care.